Hello everyone and welcome back to Basic Photoshop Tutorials. This week we're going to be doing a soft fade on our object. Now I've already pulled an object into our Photoshop document here, and I just pulled this off the internet, and you can use whatever it is you like. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add a fade to all sides of this object. And what I mean by a fade is most people will do the layer mask, grab the gradient tool, and they'll make a fade like that, but we want the fade on every single side of this object. So I'm going to back out of that. What we're going to do, instead of just creating a layer mask on top of that layer, we're going to use the elliptical marquee tool here. And now you can use the square marquee tool, rectangle marquee, it doesn't matter. And just draw a circle, not too big, just around the center of your object. And if you don't have it where you want, or you can't get it to where you want, just go to Select, Transform Selection, and you can maneuver it to where you want it. So that looks to be about the middle there, and I'm just going to hit the OK button up top there. And with that elliptical drawn, now what we're going to do is, with our layer selected, hit Layer Mask, and you notice right away that we lose the rest of that object. But it's not really gone, it's just hidden behind that mask, as you can see here. So with that mask, we want to select the layer mask. Now, the way you know you've selected the layer mask properly is if a white border shows up around that mask. If you're selected on the object, the white border will be around your object that you originally started with. So left click and select that layer mask. Go to Filter, Blur, and Gaussian Blur. And we're just going to pull up our blur and play around with the radius here. Now, this is where we get our effect from. The more radius you have, the more of that object is shown. Now, you don't want to go too big, obviously, because you'll notice that the border and the edges of our object show up again. And that's the reason why we did a small circle in the middle. Okay, so we can add a little more fade to our object. Now, we're just going to leave it around the 26.1 mark there. Hit OK, and you're done. It's simple as that. It's a very easy effect that's a lot of times overlooked, and newer beginners to Photoshop might not understand how this effect works. So there it is for you, soft fade on your object.